Hey guys, it's Nika here. I just wanted to quickly let you know that the video I'm sharing with you shortly in this recording is a video that I made for one of my mentoring clients a couple of weeks ago because we talked about how I made my six-figure goal. I actually surpassed my six-figure goals last year in the first 9 months. So by September, I was well over six figures, and it allowed me to take 3 months off in my business, which I wanted to because I was cruising from Europe to Australia via America, and obviously on a cruise ship I can't work. It's really hard. The internet connection is crap, it's slow, and it's also very expensive because it depends on the satellite. So I wanted to quickly shoot this little add-on video and tack it in front of the one that I made for my client, because when I looked at it the other day, I thought, well, this can be really helpful for my audience, because I know a lot of you are struggling with mindset issues, with lack of self-confidence and lack of leads and clients in your business. So I wanted to quickly record this to explain how it all came together, and hopefully you find value in that as well, because it is very valuable information. And if you follow that, if you embody that information and make it your own and consistently remind yourself about these 9 steps that I'm going to share, you will have a much better chance of actually achieving your goals this year. And if you have any questions around all that stuff that I was talking to my client about, don't hesitate to reach out to me. But I didn't want to make this publicly available with too many people. Like, this is really valuable information. Like, it took me many years in my business to incorporate all of that stuff from various mentors and coaches, and then put it together in my own little unique, organic kind of, for better word, a system or whatever, a structure or a framework that helps me stay on track with my goals. So I hope this helps. Have a great day, and thank you so much for putting your hand up for this. All right, I hope it helps. Hey, my darling. I'm recording this video based on our conversation we had this morning around my business, and what I was telling you about how I made six figures in the first 9 months of 2017, and why I actually took 3 months off afterwards. I made over six figures by September, and I know when we talked together, you mentioned that like you would love to know what I find has helped me get to that level, after having a pretty shitty year a couple of years earlier in my business. So I thought I'd put this together for you to share my thoughts on what I found has helped me actually reach my goal a lot faster than I was hoping for, and managed to take some time off to cruise halfway around the world, which was amazing. Like, there was a lot of freedom in that. And as you know, I love my freedom lifestyle. This is why I'm in business, to allow me to travel and, hang out with my friends around the world, with my family, with people I love, and get to explore new cultures and, meet new people. So I put together a little list which I want to expand on for you, because I think this is going to help you keep focused on what you need to do based on what we talked about. So I've got the nine steps that I find have really helped me cement my goal, my financial goal. And even so, I thrive on that. My business is not all about the finances, as you know. It obviously still helps because it pays the bills. So I want to get into these 9 steps for you, because I know it's going to help you stay more focused. So when we connect, week to week on our mentoring calls, you don't have that consistent up down with your mindset, thinking that you're not good enough or you're not worthy enough, or nobody sees you, nobody likes you because you get no interaction. That's I feel these 9 parts, these 9 steps will help you eliminate those thoughts. Okay, so the first one that is really essential is the mindset. Okay, I'm big on mindset. I actually believe that 95% of our mindset is responsible for success or failure in our lives, not just business, but with everything we pursue, everything we're trying to do. And I know we had various conversations around the mindset and fears and anxiety and, depression and stuff like that. But in order for you to get the mindset right, you need to consistently weed out the negativity, because we are all triggered from patterns that have been with us since childhood. We are triggered by these patterns, and we fall back into these patterns because we feel comfortable within them, even so we don't like where we are. So it is important for you to start paying attention to the things that trigger you in a negative way, especially on a daily basis. So if you can, carry a little notebook with you and a pen and write that stuff down, because if you're not consciously looking for this stuff, then you're not going to find it. And you will keep falling back into these patterns, and these patterns, these triggers will affect the way you make decisions. And your decisions can sabotage your growth in business, but it can also support your growth in business. So you need to be really aware of the negative triggers that trigger you. So one of the things that has helped me is getting rid of watching crappy TV. I haven't watched TV in probably, I'd say, about 8 years. Yeah, I refuse to watch TV because I'm being held hostage with the crappy advertising breaks that go on forever and ever and ever. I don't have control over my time when I want to watch a movie on a normal TV, free-to-air TV channel. And I just don't like the whole crap they stream these days. Like, if I want to relax, I'm a big Netflix fan, so I just watch a Netflix movie or a Netflix series, and I love that. It helps me relax. But getting rid of stuff that makes me negative. Yeah. So the other thing I don't like, and I know you don't like, is negative news. So don't tune into the news. Don't read the news. Don't watch the news. Don't engage in gossip. Don't bitch behind people's backs. These are all things you can actively choose not to do. And you will find when you stop doing that consciously, you will automatically be in a better space with your mind, which puts you in a better energetic space, which puts you in a better space to actually consistently work on your business. What's helped me also every day was to journal. I'm journaling every day. For me, a journal is the conversation with myself. And it is important that you take time out every single day to reflect on your thoughts, to reflect on your fears, anxiety, and your successes. But it's important to also remember that what you focus on will manifest in your life. So if you focus on negativity all the time and you just get caught in that fear-based thinking, then chances are you will manifest that which you fear the most. And I know you were telling me that story with your friend, and that happened because you were manifesting that into your life. So I'm a big believer that we manifest our reality. Yeah. So try to keep your focus positive, and if you consciously monitor your mind during the day, which is going to take some time, it's not going to happen overnight, but if you make an effort every day to consciously monitor your thoughts and stop the fear-based thinking and just do it, right? you will find that you will be in a much better place. Yeah, just give it a shot. Like they say, it takes 21 days to build a new habit. So commit to it for 21 days and see what happens. The next one is you need to show up every day. I know I've been drilling that into you over and over again, but you need to understand that if you put a lot of effort, time, money into building a course, like you've built your course and now you need to sell it, you can't just hope and pray that you put that shit out there and people will fall over themselves and buy from you. It's not going to happen that way. So you need to make sure that you consistently show up every day. I know I keep preaching around that, but it is really so important because you've got to build that momentum. And once the momentum starts gathering, you will automatically accelerate your business growth, which means you'll accelerate your income, you'll accelerate your profits, you'll accelerate your time freedom, because more income and more profits will allow you to outsource some of the stuff that you don't like doing in your business. And you can then hire the VA that you want to hire. You can outsource some of the admin tasks that you hate doing on a daily basis. Yeah. So this is really, really important. And I know I was super committed to showing up every day because I didn't want to disappoint my coach that I had. And I also knew that showing up inconsistently was one of my triggers, was one of my patterns that I had demonstrated in the past. So I'd be very good at generating momentum very fast, but then I think, oh yeah, everything's hunky-dory, and then I disappear. So that's not good because you're sabotaging your momentum that way. So try to just do something every little day for your business. It doesn't have to be, huge, but do focus on what's going to bring you the clients. So where do you need to show up on a daily basis to get more clients, to get more, to expand your network, which is my next point. You need to expand your network because people are not going to find you if they don't know you exist. And even if you're friends with people like on Facebook or Instagram or wherever, you need to make sure that you connect with these people on a regular basis, because people forget about other people because we are ultimately self-driven human beings. We worry about ourselves first, and we tend to forget about this person and that person and this person. And if we're lucky, they will remember you when they need your services or when they want to buy a course. Yeah. So you need to make sure that you're consistently in front of them so they can see you, you're visual, you're out there, and that's going to help you create more impact. So what I said about expanding your network, that's my next point. I'm actually very bad at social experiences. I don't consider myself a social butterfly. I am, I'm very good with a small amount of people where I feel secure and loved and appreciated and respected. But for me to go to like a networking event is like sudden death, because it's killing my spirit. I don't like mindless small talk. It doesn't feed me emotionally and spiritually. So I try to stay away from that. So I had to overcome my social anxiety and get out of my comfort zone to reach out and build my network and, connect with strangers really and build relationships with these people just on a one-on-one natural basis. Yeah, it's not about, hey, I got something amazing, I want to pitch you on my product. It's not like that. It's all about building your friendships and engaging with people on a personal basis so that you can build on that relationship. I might have told you, the dating analogy. It's, you don't go and see a hunky stranger in a bar and go up to him and stick your tongue down his throat and say, would you marry me? You don't do that. If you like someone, you will flirt with him or with her. You will make contact. You might buy him a drink, or he buys you a drink, and you might start dating. You know, there's lots of romance, or you romance each other. It's the same in marketing. And maybe you never get married, which means maybe you're romancing, that the people you romance in your tribe might never buy from you, but they may well refer you to your dream client. And the same can happen in a dating scenario where your lover boy may not be long-term commitment material, but he may refer you to his best mate who will become your soulmate and your husband one day. So keep that in mind. Yeah. The fifth step that I feel has helped me was making, like, for me that's easy because I am a copywriter, so speaking to my dream clients' fears and desires. And I've noticed in some of your conversations, sometimes it feels a bit too woody. You're not really connecting with them on a personal level, and so you got to watch that. Yeah, so just be mindful that you keep your conversation personal, which means you're speaking to one person at a time. Yeah, you're speaking to her fears, you're speaking to her desires, you describe how her reality looks like so that you can help, you know, she understands that you can help her transition from her pain to the pleasure that she wants to experience. And, you know, that's not something you gotta stress about too much, but it is very important because a lot of people make that mistake, not just yourself. And even myself, I sometimes have to remind myself that, hey, you know, if I find that my message is not hitting the market, then I need to look at it and go, okay, I understand. I wasn't really speaking to the one person. I was trying to preach to people, and that doesn't work. Yeah. The next thing that helped me a lot this last year was my support network. I finally found my business bestie, and you know, John is my absolute soulmate. I love him so much. He is amazing. So I am very deeply supported by my friends, by my family, by my loved one, and my business friends who are, you know, a lot of them are ex-clients or existing clients, and I feel the love, and that love feeds me. And I know that you feel the love of your tribe, so make sure that you spend time to nurture that relationship with people who mean a lot to you. Tell them you love them. Reach out to them. Send them little gifts in the mail, like pick up the phone and talk. It doesn't need a lot, but you need to make sure that you connect with your support network on a regular basis, because when you feel low, those people will pick you out of the dumpster. You know, they will be the strength pillar that will help you, you know, come back into the land of the living. And I know they do. They help me. You know, like I can't remember how many times John has picked me off the floor. Yeah, over the years, many years. So the next one is really important, and I'm very strong on that. It's about boundaries. Yeah, I told you boundaries are important, but I like to add to that you need to get really clear, not just on what you don't like, it's also getting clear about what you absolutely love doing in your business. So the stuff you love doing, the little tasks that you do on a daily basis, and you absolutely forget yourself in them, you lose yourself in them, you get into flow. This is the stuff you should be doing every day, all day, as much as you can. And the stuff you hate, like I know you absolutely hate sending emails to your list, you need to outsource that. Simple as that. Yeah, you need to pay someone else to do it for you and commit to paying the money, whatever it costs, because that money it's just money, right? You make that money back in your business, but you can never gain back the time and the happiness that you lose if you do tasks that you don't like. Yeah, you need to be lit up every single day, because if you don't feel that love, that passion, that fire, you're not going to do the work. And you're going to hit the next hurdle and the next hurdle and the next hurdle. And every time you hit the hurdle, you're going to go and crumble. You're going to go and hide, and you stop your momentum. And months go by, maybe even years, and you're not going to get to the goal that you want to get to. Okay? I can, as your mentor, I can be there to support you. But ultimately, it's your responsibility to drive yourself to your goals, to achieve your goals. I can't make them happen for you. You still have to do the work. And I know that you know that, right? But it's, it's so easy to forget when we're depressed and blame other people for our failures and feel jealousy and feel very self-conscious about our failures and that we're not good enough. But it's not about that. You are good enough. Yeah, and I keep telling you that you are amazing at what you do. That's why we're working together. But if you're not believing it yourself, then you're going to keep sabotaging yourself over and over and over again. So make sure you get really clear on those boundaries. And if you need more clarity around that, just email me and let me know. Yeah, I'm going to help you out with that. The other thing I did, and I know you're not going to like that, it's selling every day. I literally sold every day. I sent an email to my list every single day for 9 months. And I sold in each email. And I have never had so much feedback, so much love from my subscribers as I did during those 9 months. Like, I got people, I don't know, people just loved getting my daily emails because I wasn't preaching. I was helping them transform themselves. And you gotta not just sell for the sake of selling. I'm not saying you need to pitch your people on a daily basis, but you've got to give them an opportunity to buy from you every single day. It doesn't matter whether it's by email or whether you do it on social media, or you go to one of your networking events that you go to all the time, and just give people an opportunity to understand what you're doing and how you can help them. That is selling in itself, because you have conversations around your business and their pain and their desires, and they will understand soon enough that you're somebody who could help them. And it's not like shove it down their throat, it's more like a soft sell. So I know you saw my email, so you already know how I structure them. I don't need to go into detail with that, but just be mindful that you're not holding back selling yourself, because selling is serving your tribe. Yeah, I keep drilling that into you, because I know you have a resistance to selling. Yeah, you're spiritual, you think selling is icky, it reminds you of sleazy salesmen, and I get that. Yeah, I get that. You're not alone. But you must also understand there's nothing noble in being poor and staying poor. There's nothing noble at all. You cannot help other people the way you want to help them by staying poor. You need to get your shit together and take action. And from that, you will actually achieve your results. Yeah. And when you sell, here's another important thing. You need to offer smart upsells. It's a bit like the McDonald's, slogan, like, would you like fries with that? You go into a McDonald's, not that I do, but, you go in there, you order a burger or whatever, and they ask you whether you want to upsell. Yeah, a bigger Coke, a bigger portion of fries, a bigger burger, whatever. I mean, a lot of fast food places do that, as far as I'm aware of. In the business environment, you can do smart upsells when people opt into your list. So rather than just having people opt into your freebie, you can offer them a one-time upsell right there and then, because people wouldn't opt into your list if they weren't hungry for information. And so it makes sense that you want to serve them on a deeper level by selling them on the next step, the step after the freebie. Yeah, what else do they need to know? How can you help them understand it? How can you help them implement it? And that's, we're going to work on that next week because we talked about it, but I want to reiterate it. Maybe put some thoughts behind what you actually want to give them as your upsell, because that will give you automatically sales without even have to do anything else, right? Your people are already opting into your freebie, so it makes sense to sell them, because a customer is much likely to buy more from you and buy again from you than somebody you've never sold to. It's a fact. So think about it until our next call. Make a list of ideas on how you can expand on what you give them in your freebie, and then we can put that together. Yeah. And then the last but not least is having fun. Yeah, I know you told me you don't have enough fun in your business, so I wanted to expand on that because I didn't really have time to share how that looks in my world. And I think this is going to help you tremendously. So for me, fun is actually an acronym that stands for being your fabulous, unfiltered, natural best. Fabulous, unfiltered, and natural. I tried copying other people. It didn't work. It made me feel incongruent. It was wrong. My message was off market because I was idolizing other people online, and I tried to be like them instead of being more my unfiltered self. I was a pleaser for probably, I'm 50 now, so I would say probably 45 years of my life, I was a pleaser. I was wanting to please other people, and it didn't serve me because I was more concerned about pleasing other people than standing in my own power. And now I've made peace with my with my mistakes, right? Like, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I swear. Sometimes I swear a lot. Sometimes I don't swear at all, but I do cuss. Some people get pissed off with that, and that's not my problem. That's their problem. But in the past, I would feel apologetic if somebody got upset with what I said, or what I didn't say, or what I do and what I didn't do. Now, I really don't give a shit anymore whether somebody likes me or not, because I know that my ideal clients are people such as yourself who love who I am, despite my mistakes, despite me sometimes being a bit abrasive or bristly, or going out there and sharing my opinion and speaking out about things. Maybe I should just shut up and not say anything, but then again, that's just me, that's my truth. I'm standing in my unfiltered truth every day, and I don't make apologies for that. And this, to me, is probably the most important part of building a business that gives you the 6-figure and beyond income. You can't be a wallflower, you can't be a pleaser, because if you're a pleaser, if you're a wallflower, you fit in with the rest of everyone else, and you're just boring. And nobody likes boring. Yeah? You need to be standing out, and the only way you stand out is if you show up unfiltered yourself. You swear? Great, swear. You don't swear? Great, don't swear. You wanna share some of your hobbies. You wanna, I always talk about my travels on my quest for freedom, because that's who I am. I've dreamed about being location free for about 7 years before we went location free. And it's I've always had a passion for travel. I traveled around the world when I was in my 20s with John. Yeah, backpacked around the world for a year. And then when we were chefing, we were always traveling in between seasons. We'd go on a holiday for a month, we'd go on a holiday for 2 months, we'd always travel around the world. And so when I realized that my business gives me the vehicle to do that, it's like a no-brainer. That's what I want to do. That's what we both want to do because it lights us up. And so for me, fun is about following your passions. To me, fun is taking time out every day to go and have a coffee date with John because we love our good coffee. So we make time for it. And to me, fun is not working in my business 18 hours a day. It's doing my yoga, it's reading my books, it's doing my journaling, it's doing my morning practice that I started doing on top of my journaling. It's really, it's going out and meeting friends when we are around people we know. It's walking along the beach, it's going hiking, it's going for bicycle trips. Everything that I love doing, I try to infuse in my everyday life. I don't hold off on my dreams. And I know you said the other day that, you're saving up for, a holiday in Italy. Yeah, that's fine. If you don't have the finances to do that now, that's fine. But please don't wait until you're retired. Don't wait until you're dead. Do that shit now. Like, follow your bliss every single day. Because if you don't follow your bliss, you don't show up excited, you don't show up with a high energetic resonance, and you're not speaking to your ideal people because they will feel the disconnection in your energy. So anyway, I wanted to shoot this to you because I know that you wanted a bit more clarity around that, and we ran out of time the other day. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions on any other points that I touched, just reach out. You know how to find me on email, and I'll be happy to clarify that on our next coaching call. Okay? But in the meantime, I just want to say I love you. I am proud of you. You've come such a long way already. And if you keep your mindset in check and you follow through with commitment and action, you can achieve the dreams that you set out to achieve. And I'm going to help you get there. All right? So I'll talk to you soon. Love you lots. Bye, darling. Bye.